like Sagitnu playing the glue. Maybe he learned a thing or two from Sagitnu, but we will be loading up for game number 4. This is potentially going to be the last game if ONIC Philippines secures the win, but with H2's return in hopes to save NXPE in game number 4, could it actually work?
Oh, I just realized Glue only has 1 loss under NXPE. All in all, the record of NXPE with Glue is 6-1.
Wow, that is a very positive win rate. Let's see if that carries over for NXPE as we enter game number 4, match point for ONIC Philippines.
Wow. Man, I'm actually curious too. Who is that? Do you have who that was in the hands of, or just like overall?
2 of them were on the hands of Oreshi, 4 of them were on the hands of Sagitnu.
Yeah, okay. Man, so, I mean, I feel like a lot of this, too, is just, again, going to rely on H2O to, like, have a better early game than what we saw with MP the King's Ling. So, actually, early flicker there from Lloyd.
Yep, definitely an early flicker there, and now the Grok can't be too aggressive against this Ling. And so far, H2 having a swell time with 2 members from NXPE actually protecting him. Kyrie, though, very aggressive in his early rotates around H2's jungle. He stole that away.
Yeah. He's still confident to go in to the jungle here too, because he's got the backup now. So again, this is a kind of a battle of an early start for the junglers, right?
And H2 tried to get his camp in Hatred. As you said, Renmar, it could have been a Hatred mid lane. It is a Hatred mid lane with that Lilia. And now H2 is going to have to fight for his life here in the orange buff.
He's going to be okay. Beloyski doesn't have the flicker, remember that. So he's going to take quite a bit of damage. He might not escape this one. This is most likely going to be a first blood going over to next play. Evos, there it is. The first blood goes over to Yelly Hayes.
NXPE securing the first blood. This is good news for them, but the gold lead, or the insignificant gold lead, is still in the hands of ONIC Philippines. It's just because H2 was significantly behind because of the sheer power of that Barrett's jungle.
And right now, ONIC really needs to be careful with that glue. That will be the X factor in this game. Because that glue pickup was beautiful and it just works so well, but Dolarski is not even letting Ureshi play the lane.
Man, the Abyssum Strike almost finished him off, and NXPE, 2 of them secure their lives with 50 HP. My God.
That's what had me on the edge of my seat there a little bit. There's the wild charge. Tempest Blade comes out too. Can they actually follow this up here? H2O is going to be fine. I'm not sure if that's just a visual bug. Was he actually able to secure that purple or if it was taken from him? But I think he did get it.
He did get his purple.
Oh, there it is.
And the funny part is the Spectre step followed him all the way, even with the Finch boys. So the flicker was actually burned out from Dolarski as well. I'm sure he didn't really want to do that.
Yeah, and right now too, I mean, this is a lot better start, right, for H2O. He doesn't have any kills, but he's got that assist, right? He hasn't died. He's been able to secure his buff. So overall, at this 3-minute mark, you can actually say, okay, you're doing better here, H2O. Now, you just need to have that support, right? As you travel around the map, the objectives are going to come. Because check out Kyrie, man. Yeah. He's actually just, he's probably going to take this orange buff, but also the response from H2O is to try to go down to bottom, but ONIC Philippines now here, popping their blades. He should be fine. They're not going to give up that orange buff that easily.
Yep, and H2O, he needs to be able to at least secure retribution battles that MP the King lost against Kyrie. I feel like it also boils down to that.
Yeah, now Ureshi trying to get Dolarski back here so H2O can come get the kill. Beloyski now here to help, but there you go. 2 go down actually across the map as well. But a response from ONIC Philippines as they find Donuts. Now Kyrie actually able to survive. Yelly is not able to finish that one. A lot of action across both sides.
Beloyski did a fantastic job of stopping H2 from going home. He was recalling on the wall, but Beloyski was just able to knock him down off the wall and interrupt the cast of the recall using the Guardian's barrier.
Man, time is gold for jungler, especially if you want to secure your buff as quickly as possible. And Beloyski knows that, just annoying H2 out of his own jungle. But this is quite dangerous for him, and the turtle is up.
Beloyski's going to wild charge out of there. He's going to be fine, though. Again, he still has the flicker, too. Turtle's going to be up for the taking here. Next play Evos also just around the corner. H2O going to secure his buff. No one's going to give the go signal just yet, and it's only a matter of time.
I'm thinking this might be a second turtle going to NXPE, and ONIC might just trade it out elsewhere. Because in terms of the positioning, it's a bit too risky. Kyrie isn't at 100. He's getting closer to 50. He just got hit by a snipe.
Man, the sniper or the Renner rifle definitely is something that you need to keep your eyes open with. It's still a respectable amount of damage, and Beloyski's not even going to stop. He's going to destroy the time that NXPE has inside their own jungle. He flickers away.
But as you mentioned, ONIC Philippines is actually going to secure the second turtle there. So
yeah,
they
I
get the turtle.
I thought NXPE would stay in the turtle and just commit there,
Yeah.
but no, ONIC, they end up swapping spots.
Ooh, down at the bottom, and also here at the top, H2O finding the kill on Beloyski. Didn't have the flicker available. Yelly Hayes got to back off here. But again, just all over the map. What we're seeing is pretty much on both sides, just action on both. Cadenza goes in with the flicker. There's the
Here comes a
suppress.
shotgun.
It's only a matter of time.
What?
Oh,
Wow,
Marky.
Marky.
Actually able to survive.
Oh.
Taken down. Marky.
2v1 outplay, but the fight continues down in mid lane. The outplay in that lane by Marky using Koopa to block damage from Wesker. What a great play coming in from the gold laner of ONIC Philippines as we head on to this pause.
Man, that was an
crazy.
aggressive play, like from Cadenza. Once again, you know, and I don't know, man. I feel like Marky, he's been in those situations so many times where it's like it's almost like a 2v1. And, you know, then it just ends up not working out for them.
Wow, I've gotten taller and lost weight.
Well, hello there. I've gotten younger.
And I think I've...
You've turned into a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Oh, that's. Oh, who are these people? They're hideous. Oh, it's us. Hi.
Well, as we head on this technical pause, a short breather for us as well. It is already officially day 1.5, and I
It's at
think
1 a.m., bro.
checking my Samsung phone here, it is 12:52 a.m. and Next Play Evo still fighting for their dreams right now. I mean, a quick reality check for our viewers right now. Thank you for staying with us despite all the technical difficulties today, despite the long hours of us just talking to each other. You're still here. Next Play Evos is still fighting for their dreams. One loss means they gotta take the L again, and I think the biggest meme for Next Play Evos has been back-to-back 8th place or back-to-back 6th place, and even if they did secure a 4th place finish, like regressing progress, that's something that I feel like would sting to their fans.
Dude, if you think about it either way, both of these teams have a lot riding on their histories, their fan bases, right? I mean, imagine too if this happens to ONIC Philippines. ONIC Philippines was pretty much the #1 seed for most people pre-season. They struggled throughout the regular season, but they're also just, you know, they were second runners up on the world stage at M3. So it's almost the same thing, man. Like either team here that gets knocked out by the end of today at day 1.5 is going to be pretty heavy on the teams, the fan bases, and their stories, their journeys, especially for Next Play Evos, because I feel like a lot of the times people have looked at Next Play Evos as like the underdogs.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, for almost all the time, I feel like Next Play Evos has learned to embrace that as well. Like, I think the teaser video that they produced for the playoffs, they were compiling all the mean stuff that the players have heard from their haters, basically, or even bashers, they would call. And they use that as fuel to perform even better in the playoffs. And as you said, Naisu, it's the same thing for ONIC Philippines. If they do lose this, it's a big downgrade from being the first runner-up of the M Series to having a first-round exit to the playoffs.
Yeah, it would be a big fall from grace for ONIC PH if that happens to them. A lot of teams, a lot of people saw ONIC PH as potentially the favorites to win it all. Like they just came from a dominant M Series performance, just that they were roadblocked by Blacklist International, who just knew how to play against ONIC incredibly well. But ONIC did not have the best season compared to what most people thought they would have. And a first round exit would definitely be a tarnish to the legacy they've made for themselves.
Yeah, and based on, I think, Delarski's personal intent as well, on a lot of the videos, a lot of the interviews, Delarski has been very vocal on wanting to secure that championship because it has been elusive for his career for the longest time. First runner-up here, first runner-up there. And when you're in that situation, in this first round where it's do or die, you just kind of want it a little bit more than the other person, right?
Delarski has honestly been like a top 3 XP laner ever since he came into the league.
Yeah.
He's been a top 3 XP laner for season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's 6 seasons in a row. You can consider him a top 3 XP laner.
Wow.
And the lack of a championship, I feel like it doesn't tarnish his legacy. But of course, as a pro player, it'll probably be in his eyes that I can't call myself one of the best if I'm not a champion type of thing for Delarski.
Sometimes it's really just like that for competitors. Like if there's no ring, it feels like it didn't make sense. But honestly, if Delarski, I mean, hopefully he does win a ring in the future, or even before. But let's go back to the game first. Ureshi, very low in HP.
Man, the turret does go down. Ureshi able to get some health back here. Now Beloyski could be in trouble. That's going to be a real-world manipulation.
Ooh, I wonder what's happening. Hopefully nothing too serious, because this is a very crucial game.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I think Beloyski's about to go out. Like he's pretty much, he's trying to just go out gracefully there.
It's already there at that point, you know. And yeah, going back to that topic that we were talking about, like if ever like Delarski doesn't win that elusive championship that he's been chasing his entire career, let's say we're in that sad timeline for Delarski, like, you know, sometimes you gotta think, like, you're still one of the best in the game. Like, even if you didn't win the championship, your name is etched in history as one of the best in your role. And I feel like you could compare that on a lot of traditional sports athletes that don't even have a championship. Like, you can name tons of them, like Steve Nash, or... Wait, Steve Nash doesn't have a championship, right?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, thank you.
Well, I mean, either way, right? I feel like that's great if you can, like, say that you're the best in your role, but at the same time, it's like you're always going to want to chase that. Like, you want that championship, right? So, and I feel like that's just on a personal level. That's probably how he feels. So, all these players obviously want to have the title of champions. Yeah. And this is, again, a step towards that, as it's, again, match point for ONIC Philippines here.
You could only say that they are champions of their league, or even in the most competitive professional league in Mobile Legends here in the Philippines, and everybody's fighting for that dream. We're 7 minutes in this very crucial game number 4. If NXPE loses this one, they're gonna have to go home in the first round exit. But ONIC Philippines, they're trying to secure this win right here, right now.
Man, the turtle's gonna be up here shortly. Ureshi gonna lose his turret up here. So again, ONIC Philippines could be looking for a clean take on the turtles. That's going to be the hook there. Hatred have to back off here. Ooh,
turtle for Kyrie.
Ooh, knock up though.
Marky's going to be in trouble. Here comes the Daytona's welcome. Kyrie now focusing down Ureshi. He's going to be in trouble here. Can he get a kill? Still going to be alive. Has the sticky glue, but he goes down.
And Kyrie just took that as, like, as plainly as possible. He just kind of stood there and just made sure that he wouldn't go anywhere else.
I mean, what do you do as a Barretts, right?
Stand and smile, boys.
You just stand and gobble people up, I guess.
And stomp them if you have that passive up. And Kyrie, he's looking for a great player. Beloyski.
Oh, not again. Cadenza going to be in trouble. Has to flicker out here. This is what I was talking about. Cadenza with the hooks. He's got to be careful because the way that ONIC Philippines is playing around the hooks now, I mean, it's pretty troubling. But that one lands, and there you go. Beloyski getting hooked once again. Cadenza finding a connection. He's just got to be careful with the placements, especially when the flicker's down.
Yep, and NXPE, definitely Cadenza has been consistent on this Franco. Sometimes it's 50-50, but Ureshi goes in.
Oh, Ureshi once again. The turret's going to be secured here. He should be fine.
Look at that
glue. After that killing spree by Donut, they're happy to trade the 1-for-1 so far, and they're going to back off with the turret as well.
Yeah, we saw it there why this glue pick is just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he has 3 deaths. 4 assists, but he's buying so much time and creating so much space. This is why Glue was picked up more often the first half of the season, with a lot more marksmen getting picked up. It's so great against backline heavy compositions.
Oh, Baloyski still alive.
He's going to have to flicker out. Cadenza going to get return damage. There's the power of the Glooms and his dark energy killing spree going over to Hatred here. Wow. The action does not stop.
Fairly even game here. Gold lead just jumping from 100, 200 on both sides. And looking at the items, a lot of our heroes are actually almost halfway done, and their items in power spikes are already up there.
Yeah, my question is how will ONIC really deal with this Blue? Again, that's the main thing, or the main winning condition here for NXPE. How well can they play around what Ureshi is doing to the formation of ONIC PH? ONIC PH is going to take a long time to take his Blue down.
There's the answer to your question, Redmar. As they focus him down here, Hatred once again getting that kill. And now, again, ONIC Philippines in a good position here to start this Lord up.
Man, ONIC has been really spot on timing their pickoffs for Lords that they take for 4v5s. NXPE, they got to be more careful around objectives if ever it is still alive. But H2, are they going to risk this?
Is going to be able to fight this with the Retribution battle against Kyrie. Now, Kyrie's got a pretty good thing. Here comes the damage, and can he secure it? No, Kyrie does. And the return now. Next play, has to be careful. Donut's going to flicker out. There's lockdown. Delarski could be in trouble too. Ureshi now up, joining the party. There's going to be the conceal. The flicker goes in. Can he actually engage this one? Delarski, you go down here. Nice pickup by Ureshi. And now the rest of the next Evos turning it around. They're doing their best. Baloyski, can he actually get up in time to help them out? The Lord's going to be marching up top, but that's going to be an unstoppable
what a play.
donut. Nice play there by Next Play Evos.
Great call for NXPE to continue that aggression, chase down the members of ONIC. They knew a Lord is coming out, and the best possible thing to do is to take down and kill the members of ONIC. Cadenza gets another hook.
Oh no.
That might not be who we want to hook there. Cadenza is going to take quite a bit of damage. Killing spree, though, goes over here to Yelly Hayes. They're pushing them back. Next Play Evos trying to fight to stay in this match.
Ooh.
But there you go, Ureshi. There's just too much damage. Next Play Evos takes out 4. Delarski, can you do it? Can you defend? Because Next Play Evos takes control.
We have 2 people on the side of ONIC Philippines and 4 on the side of NXPE. They could try to secure an inhibitor turret, but that still will be risky considering Baloyski and Marky will be alive. But that is a massive win in a massive sequence of plays for NXPE. And let's take a look at what NXPE did there.
Cadenza able to find the hook, and great formation here, or positioning by Yelly Hayes, because Marky just ate everything up from Ureshi and Yelly Hayes, while Baloyski and Hatred tried to go for Cadenza. A fantastic initiation there by NXPE. You see Ureshi being able to just pull Baloyski everywhere, all the way to that shrub. What fantastic team fight. Communication, execution.
H2O in the backside!
H2O in the back. Temps Blade is going to be bopped. H2O looking for kills, grabbing them one after another. Give a donut the monster kill. H2O goes back. Ureshi finds the connection. Give him another one. Next Play Evos takes down 4. They're looking to take this to game number 5.
Oh, this might be game number 5!
And
game 5!
Next Play Evos takes it to game 5.
Down to the wire we go!
NXPE needs